Alright, how's it going? So since Nyjah's Disorder Skate Company came out, I wanted to check out his decks. I've got an 825 deck here from Disorder Skateboards, manufactured by PS Sticks. It's kind of an interesting shape. Nose and tail are fairly short and pretty rounded, so I wanted to try to do a Nyjah inspired setup. I've got some Thunder trucks here, and we'll be putting on some Spitfire classic style wheels. I don't have any Ricta wheels, but Nyjah rides a classic shape. I've got 53 millimeter, close enough to 52, which is what I believe he's riding. So let's get this thing set up and see how it does. Not a bad grip job, at least, no bubbles. 7/8 inch Allen hardware, diamond. Nyjah Huston. The Thunder Team hollows. The regular base plate. And the extra little bit of height, it gives you an extra millimeter. I'm gonna go for the silver bolt at the bottom of the front. Let's see how it does. Alright, first ollie. Feels pretty compact. So what are my final thoughts on the Disorder skateboard? This is an 825, not the exact mold that Nyjah uses, but pretty close. So the concave is fairly flat for me, coming from the real deck. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it. So I do really like the graphic. I thought this sort of shooting target graphic with the Disorder logo on the head was pretty sweet. That was the main reason I picked this board, and I like the 825 size. Still like the graphic, it looks sweet, board's built well, feels solid. This is the first PS Sticks board that I've had. Pretty much everything else I have has come from BBS, with the exception of the Santa Cruz. The board's pretty heavy. I didn't weigh it, but I had finished my session on the real Ishod Cathedral that I had reviewed last week before setting this board up and riding, just so I could have a good session without having to worry about getting used to a new board and hurting myself potentially. So I set this up and I went back out and I did a couple ollies, a couple 180s. I didn't try any flip tricks with it. I just kind of wanted to get a feel for it. I don't typically ride Thunder trucks. I don't typically ride a classic shaped wheel, and it's probably a good thing that I did it in that order. I'm sure this setup works well for somebody. It definitely works well for Nyjah. I'm not sure I'm going to give it any more time. I kind of go with my gut on these things, and this one doesn't feel like it's going to fit the bill for me. So I let the madness creep in a little bit here this weekend. I thought this would be a fun board setup to do, ride it around a little bit, and we'll see if this sticks around